It's Monday night in Haiti, and I just wanted to report in on the success we had today in the mobile medical clinic. So we packed up this morning about 7:30 and went down to Mission of Hope's clinic that's stationary and picked up all of the medicine and supplies that they typically bring to the mobile medical clinics. And we loaded up our bags with Days for Girls kits in a couple sizes and went about 30-40 minutes away and pretty much stopped on the highway and then started to drag all of our bags and suitcases down this long alley between two fences, and then we came to this opening between two houses where there was kind of a small courtyard and a tent church. It looked like an old army tent that had well, it was really old, holes everywhere, but there's a church set up in it, so there's you could tell because there was some drums and stuff like that, and people were waiting in chairs and on benches. So we set up in a small corner our Days for Girls stuff, and we got a translator kind of set aside for us, and his name is Lolo. And at first I thought, I don't know, because he'd introduced himself earlier and he's being really goofy, and I was concerned that I knew we were going to have a male translator because all of the translators this time are male. And I just didn't know how well that was going to translate for the women that we were going to see in the clinics. It's kind of a topic we don't really talk about, so to have a guy makes it even harder sometimes when you're not used to talking about it. But we sat down with Lolo to explain to him what we were doing so that he would know, to make sure he knew all the words that he needed and to translate, like uterus and menstruation and ovaries and things like that. And as we showed him the kit and asked him to make sure he could translate, he was just amazed. And he's just like, this is so great. This is so good. My people need this. And he said to us, hello.
What are you face
I'm just recording it. This is Beverly, one of the nurses for the day.
Nice to meet you. I have my hair curled.
Right? Oh, yeah. She got it done down at Madam Cheap Cheap Shop, right? It's totally awesome. Anyhow, one of the volunteers that come out in the medical clinic. So, anyhow, oh, where was I? So Lolo, he ended up saying, we need this. This is so good. And he said, I'm so proud of you guys for doing this. And just the way he said it just, was really touching. So throughout the day as we were working with him, he was just such a champion and ambassador for women's health. He would teach the ladies when they had questions, he would field them to us, and he was just, you could tell he was really passionate about these women having what they needed, learning how to hold off some of the infections that they were getting, many of which they came to the clinic to get medicine for, urinary tract infections and yeast infections. And so we would teach them, here's a couple of ways to avoid infections, and then here's a tool for you to use for your periods. Several of the women were using toilet paper only for their periods, or they would use old clothing. It's just really cool to be able to give them a kit that's to say 3 to 4 years you'll have what you need. And sisters from my town made these kits for you because they want you to have dignity as a woman for your period. And that was pretty amazing to be able to teach them about their bodies, ovulation and their uteruses. And one, I just had to smile, there was a pregnant woman there, she's full pregnant. And when we pulled out the chart to show people how pregnancy works, she was just so engaged, and she was touching the pictures and looking, and you could tell what was going through her mind, which was, how did this happen? What happened to my body? How am I pregnant? And I'm sure she knew at least some of the details about it, but about ovulation and things like that, was really important to her, and be able to show women that there's a cycle, that every 28 days, and it was just so amazing, the questions that they asked and the things they wanted to know about and how engaged they were, and then the kits, and as they each tried out the different pads in the kits, and it was just so cool. We couldn't have asked for a better translator. The time went by super fast. We ended up today, because usually on the mobile medical clinics the first day is a little bit people don't know about it, so there's not as many people. So I think they saw 77 people in the clinic, and we gave away 59 kits. Moms went to their homes and got their daughters and brought them and made them sit down and go through our class, which was pretty awesome. And we had a couple of men that were there. One man went, and he's called a village champion. Like, he kind of takes care of the needs of his village, and when he found out what we were bringing, he went home and got his wife and brought her so she could go to the class. And there was one guy, a pastor, who kind of helps facilitate the mobile medical clinics, and ends up talking with each of the people who come through to make sure they have what they need. He asked for a kit for a family member, and we told him he could have one, but he had to sit through the class first, and he did. He sat through the class the whole time, and one translator had translated for a little bit for Lolo while he was at lunch, and then afterwards he went and asked one of our volunteers a couple questions. He's like, I don't understand what this Days for Girls is. And so she was explaining to him, and he's like, women have this month, what is it, they call it, oh gosh, I forgot what they call it. It's not month of blood, monthly blood. They have their monthly blood every month. Like, he didn't know that menstruation or periods that women went through were every month. And so when she said monthly blood, he's like, what? I don't understand. So yeah, every month women menstruate and need something. And so it was pretty cool. And I'm just amazed at all of the people we come across here, whether they're women or men who are trying to serve Haiti. They understand how big of a deal this is. And so it's nice to have people really on board. And with every kid, hold on a second. Doing my little videos for the gals that have been volunteering back home. So.
Oh, and I keep getting
no, it's okay.
Video.
Don't worry about it. No, not at all. Don't worry. Anyhow, every single kit we gave them, we said that these kits were made by sisters who love you, and they want you to have this. And that was pretty cool too, to be able to express that we want them to have dignity just like we have, and that their bodies are an amazing thing. So really good day. I think, did I tell you we gave away 59 kits? That we expect to give away even more tomorrow. And it's nice payoff. One lady, when we were explaining to them how they can avoid some of the infections, she just leaned forward and she said, we didn't know this. We didn't know this before. God bless you for coming and sharing this with us. And it was certainly full circle for me last year, seeing so many infections. And did I already tell you this? I think I already told you this story. Obviously it touched me. So anyhow, I just wanted to share with you in the moment how I was feeling, so that I didn't forget how amazing today was. And it just went by so fast, and I am excited for what tomorrow can bring, and the women that we can get these kits into their hands and in their lives. So all right, signing off from Haiti.